Hey guys, what's up? Thought I'd come at you with a video. Guys, yesterday's got all kind of foobar. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but yeah. I went to upload and it just didn't take for some reason. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a little live stream here, and I'll post it that way. I don't know if anybody's going to show up or whatever, but you know, it is what it is. We'll just have to run it like that. Not sure if yeah. So yeah, good morning, Arizona. Good to see you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, guys. This is going to be the update video. Yesterday, for whatever reason, YouTube was acting crazy. The dislike wasn't on there. The people weren't able to make comments. I mean, it was crazy. So I just pulled it down because it was really kind of jacked up. So, anyway, guys, mods, please keep an eye on the chat for me. I'm going to go ahead and put this away because I want to get through this, okay? So we'll just jump onto this, all right? All right, Schumann resonance. Not going to waste your time on this one today, guys. There's not much going on here. We still have this right here. I hope that, well, before we move, because it might give me an audio check, sorry. Somebody just tell me 5x5 or whatever, if they could in there. Can you guys hear me? Just to make sure. Hey, Muse, what's up? LT, Emma, good to see you guys. Okay, you guys good? Okay. I just wanted to make sure before I went on. Okay. So I am going to hide the chat on me. I don't want to get distracted. I want to get through this. And you guys know I'm like a squirrel. I'll get distracted if you guys are talking to me. So anyway, you guys, we got this little horizontal thing that was happening here, kind of a diagonal signature. I'm not exactly sure what caused that. But nothing really came of it. So, you know, just kind of move on. But as you can see, things are pretty quiet with the Schumann right now. So yeah, so we'll just move on to this. Space weather, guys, we do have some space weather coming. Right now we are dead quiet as far as space weather conditions. I do want to point out a couple things here. You know, we had a couple little B-class flares. We had a big CME or flare or whatever it was on the backside. I'm not sure. I haven't really looked into it that deep because it's on the backside. So I'm not going to go try to dig into exactly what it was. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I come to determine it was on the backside, because it's really easy. And I have to say, I was getting some emails, people kind of freaking out a little bit, saying, hey, we got this big CME or solar flare or filament or whatever eruption on the sun, and it's coming at Earth. Why haven't you did a video yet? Well, it's not coming at us, guys. So they were pointing me towards some other video, and guys, I mean, and I'll just go through this for you. So anyway, we got flaring right here, and the timing of it matters when we're talking about this. Okay, you know, these are small little flares to begin with. Now our geomagnetic activity running really, really low. Okay, I wouldn't say like extremely low, but it is on the lower end. Now if it gets down to the zeros again, they'll issue cosmic ray alerts. Okay, for people that fly a lot, especially high latitudes and high elevation. People that are pregnant flying need to pay attention to that. But if you look at their predictions here, for the next 3 days, they're not expecting us to get into any, or forecasting here, any kind of storm level. Now, here on the end here, they're saying, you know, a 4 on the KP. And that's close enough for me to say, well, you know, we might possibly get into storm level. But again, we'll watch that, okay? Solar proton flux, that's radiation. That's what we look at for radiation storms. Nothing going there. So, but just know that geomagnetic activity right now is low. But I don't think it's going to stay that way, and this is why. Okay, this is a large hole. This is not a small one. Okay, so I'm pointing it out to you because this is remember this hole when it was over here? Remember how small it looked? I don't think it's really gotten much bigger. It's just that parallax effect is kind of in effect there. When things are on the side of a sphere, when we're looking at it, it appears to be smaller when they're off to the side. And it was probably about this big. I don't think this little appendage was there. And the southern hole kind of grew into it. So we're kind of a connected one big hole now. And this typically when this happens, we do get a little bit of extra solar wind from it. The intensification becomes faster and more dense usually. But until that wind gets here, we can't say 100% anything really. And, we can have a pretty good idea, and we usually get pretty close. So yeah. The Enlil model, as you can tell, even out, forecasting out, they're not really forecasting out for us to really be seeing hardly much of anything, any kind of uptick. A small uptick again, guys, about 3 or 4 days from now. I do look for us to get an uptick when that coronal hole stream gets here, and it will. It'll get here. I promise you that. Everything's kind of quieted down. Everything magnetically here is kind of flatlining. The electron flux, yes, it's a little bit. It's on like that threshold of kind of a high baseline, but it's not nothing to worry about. Okay, we're not in any kind of event or anything like that. It's not what it is. You can just look at the other parameters and you can tell really, really easy that we're not. So we'll go over here to Discover, and again, I have to show you guys this. This here, guys, this ACE data, this is so hard. Number one, it's hard to decide exactly where it's at on the graph. So we can't, you can't really pinpoint down to a number here. So we're left to guess exactly what it is, and I used this for a long time, but now that this one here is so much more accurate, and I have to say that, it's easier to read. But all the conditions here are normal. So solar wind speed, density, phi angle, it's flipped a couple times here. You see where it's flipping polarity. Blue to red, that's representing positive, negative, that kind of a thing. The BZ, we look for -6, nothing going on there. So we're quiet geomagnetically, guys. Here's our magnetosphere. You're going to see that even here, things look like they're moving a little bit, but not much. The telltale here, guys, is the pressure one here. No magnetic pressure around our planet right now. That's just, things have just gotten that quiet. Okay. And again, there's nothing, at least nothing on the high end of things. So, take that for what it's worth. And again, you look at these things and you wonder sometimes what's going on. But when you look at the white is low density. Okay. And I would encourage everybody to research on their own. I really would. Take the observations that I'm showing you and go do some research. I'm not going to tell you what to think. That's not what I don't do that. You guys know that. I'll show you the observation. If somebody asks my opinion, I will give it. But at the end of the day, guys, it's just my opinion. I don't know where else to go with that. I don't want my thoughts to guide anybody else's thoughts. I want them to come to the conclusions that they want to on their own. You guys are smart. All right. Other people don't think that you are. And that's, anybody that tells you not to do any research don't think you're smart enough to do it. So go do your own research. And that's, take what we're showing you here on these models and go dig into it a little bit. I'm going to give you the information that I possibly can. That's what I try to do. But I'm not going to, tell you exactly what to think. Now, if it's something that's like right in my face and it's there and we're all looking at it, I get it. Okay. I'll just, like this right here, I can tell you right now, geomagnetically, nothing's going on. This is geoelectric field model. And what are we looking at here? This is Spaceweather's effect on our electrical grid. Guys, things are dead quiet. I mean, it's just what it is. There's nothing going on geomagnetically right now. So, in effect, it's not going to affect our electrical grid. Okay? I mean, I can, say that and know that is 100% true. I'm showing you guys that right here in front of you. Now, other things, just go dig into it. I get emails on the daily asking me questions about certain things. And I really try not to, give my, put my 2 cents in certain areas because there's so many different ideas and stuff out there that I really wish and I hope that people dig into and they come to the conclusion on their own. Because if they don't, they're not going to believe it all the way anyway. And that's kind of where I'm at. And I don't want to be the one that's wrong and have pushed people that direction and then find out that I'm wrong on the back end of it. You know, so that's just not what I do, and I hope you guys understand that. But anyway, aurora forecasting. Again, auroras are going to be quiet. No geomagnetic activity, guys. There's just nothing going there. Now here's the CME. Okay. Now I'm going to run through this real quick on you guys and let you guys know, because I got a couple emails and saying that the CME was coming at us and this is why. Well, I'm going to show you why it's not. And yeah, I'm just going to leave it there. So anyway, we'll watch it here. And again, this is LASCO C. Let me pause it here. This is LASCO C2. All right. This is the satellite that sits out in front of Earth and it looks at the sun. That's what it does. And it orbits with the Earth around the sun. So as we're looking at this, you know, that's the perspective. It's from our view. So as I put this into play, you know, that is a sizable CME. Now, if anybody's watching for any length of time, you guys know that this is an occulter that's blocking the main light. I mean, or you wouldn't get a capture at all. And when you're looking at something on, you know, directly on a two-dimensional model here, okay, when you're looking at that, you cannot tell if it's going at you or away from you. It's going to look exactly the same. Okay, so to look at this one satellite and then bam, just call it, say it's coming at us. You can't do that. You just can't. Now I can tell you that even looking at this, you know, the main part of it looks like it's going off to the right. Now I can tell you that, okay, but it could be going off the backside to the right. Right, but regardless, this is a pretty large eruption. Okay, it's at least a half of a halo here, if not a full. I mean, that thing really, that was a pretty powerful one. It looks to be. So you can see it over here on the red view. Now, how do I know if it's going off the back or the front? Well, it's this simple, and I've shown you guys this a lot. Right here. Okay, and other people that are reporting on this, that are saying that this is coming at us, aren't even showing people this satellite. And I don't get it. I just don't get it. But I'm going to keep moving. Anyway, this is a side view. This is stereo A. Satellite here, Earth here. This thing is going away from us, guys. This isn't coming at us. It's not going to affect us one bit. It is going in the opposite direction. So that's why I'm showing you guys this again. You know, sometimes a lot of people probably won't even show you this CME because it's going off the back, because it's not going to affect us. I tend to want to show this because it does show activity on the sun. Now, again, you know, how do I know it's going off the back? Well, because if it wasn't, it would be going to the right. All right, none of this is even coming even remotely our direction. Now, if you look over here, and remember, we're looking from the side, and the Earth is here. It's not directly 90 degrees, but it's close to about right here. Way back further, not that close to the sun. But this will show you that because this is a two-dimensional model, even this one looks like it's going directly to the left. But if you think in your mind, and you watch this thing go off the back, and then we look at this one, how this one looks like it's going to the right, right? So what does that mean? Well, because this one's going to the right, and this one's going off the back side, this flare or CME or whatever it was, because I couldn't see back here, is actually going that way. Well, let me go over here to here. So let me pause it so you guys can understand what I'm saying. Stop it right there. It's actually going that way, okay? But it's like over here. If you're looking at it from the front, this is actually going off the back side, down that direction, just off the back side, okay? Because it's going to look like it's going directly to the left from the side. So I know it's kind of hard to wrap your brain around here, but when you're using two of these satellites, it's kind of easy to decide the location, or at least the general direction. So that's kind of what I'm saying here. This is going off the backside. It's not coming at us. So please nobody worry about that, because I got a couple emails and stuff about that, and I just wanted to clarify that. Spaceweather.com. Again, they're talking about here, this is actually a pretty cool article. Go check it out. I've talked about this before, actually, how this isn't really like what we think of as fire. This is a capture from the sun. All right, it's a coronal prominence, and it looks like a flame, right? Well, it is kind of a flame, but it's not oxygen and carbons being burnt like we look at when we look at here on our planet. This is different. Okay, this is way different. So, and I've went into that before. I'm not going to do that today, but I would encourage you guys to go check out this article. It's pretty cool. So yeah. Now, if you guys come over here to spaceweather.com, they're going to be upgrading their servers, it looks like, just so everybody knows. If you come over here and it's down for a minute, they're saying it shouldn't be down for any longer than an hour at a time. So, if you come over here and it's not there, come back later and check it out. Sunspots. They did give that an official number. I guess the way that they do the sunspots, and I didn't know this until yesterday, it takes 2 observations to see it from 2 different locations, from 2 different people, to see the sunspot, and then they can name it. Or it takes an observatory to see it and see it flare. So I guess that's kind of the parameters that they use. Nibby left that in the comment section. So I didn't know that. So I'm glad I know that now, because I didn't know how they actually numbered them, or what it took to actually get a number. But that's what it takes. That's what it takes. That was left in the comment section. So, excuse me. Oh, well, I had to pull the video down. That's stupid. Yeah, because it was jacked up. Sorry. So anyway, that's what it takes. That's right there is what it takes. So you got to have 2 different observations from 2 different locations, 2 different people see the same sunspot, or it takes one from an observatory seeing it flare. So that's what it takes. I guess that's the parameters they use. I hope I'm correct on that. But anyway, as we're looking at this, here's your coronal holes again. It's a sizable one, guys. It's coming. This solar wind's going to come. So it's going to be probably, I would say, anywhere between 3 to 4 days now. It would probably be impacting us. I would say that my guess is this is probably the beginning of it. See where it says 4 on the KP here on the 19th? I would say that's probably when we're going to be, doing that too. Oh, something else too I'm going to show you on the CME. When you look at this and you try to decide what was happening, because this had nothing to do with that solar flare or CME or whatever it was off the backside, the eruption. So I haven't really dug into it to see if that actually what it was, because I'm not going to waste my time, because it's off the backside. But anyway, this does not line up with that. So this had nothing to do with it. So let me show you, just so you know. All right, so you got the flare here that this is showing us right now. That would have been right around roughly 9 UTC on the 16th, which would have been, let's see here, what does that make it? 1900, I think, or what is it? No, it would make it 2100. Yeah, 2100. Sorry, that's 2100 UTC time. Okay, so if we go over here to the satellite, when did this thing erupt? Okay, at best guess, it had to be before 8 o'clock, because this is not the surface of the sun. This is. So this thing happened almost at the beginning of the day on the 16th. So you tell me how that could have anything at all to do with it. It doesn't. Okay? It doesn't line up whatsoever. Not even close. It's like 24-hour difference almost. It's crazy. But anyway, just so you know, that's, yeah. I walked you guys through that before, so I really hope that helps people. But as far as the near-Earth objects, nothing new going on here. Remember, guys, we got this one on the 21st. Yes, it's a big one. It's moving fast, and yes, it's newsworthy. Okay, so just click on it here over at spaceweather.com, and it takes you to JPL, and you'll be able to see its orbit. You'll be able to see the timing. Okay, and I showed you guys this yesterday or the day before. So if you guys just go through here and do this, and you push play, all right, you see what it's doing there, and it'll keep going for years. It'll go until you stop it. And then you can kind of tilt it down. You can see where Earth is in relation to it as it comes around. Notice that it moves slower when it's further away from the sun, and then when it gets close to the sun, it'll slingshot around it, and it really speeds up. So check it out. Watch what it does. Wham! See how fast it started moving? So I just wanted to show you guys that again. Okay. Now, oh wow, that just happened again. Look at there. Wow. Huh. We'll take a look at that real quick. That's a 5.0 in Japan just happened. That's not anything out of the ordinary for over there, just so everybody knows. Well, I don't want to call it out of the ordinary. That's a significant quake. We've come to like just say that is like everyday occurrence because it is now, but it's like the quote unquote new norm, I guess. I don't know. You know, when I was first looking at these things, I don't ever remember these 5s and 6s and stuff popping off like they are now. You know, I'd have to go back and look at the historic data and like look at some numbers, so I can't say 100% because I haven't done that yet. But it does look to be like, to me, sometimes I think that we're getting a little bit more intensification than what we had, you know, 15, 20 years ago. So who knows? I'll have to go back and look at that data. But we had this one over here in Russia as a 6.6. It first came in at a 6.9. So, you know, take that for what it's worth. There wasn't really any damage or anything from it. It was out over the water. Well, we can zoom in here. And there's going to be aftershocks after this, guys. Okay? So, but there is a significant thing here. There is some volcanoes around here. And that's not unusual to see volcanoes around where the earthquakes and stuff are popping. But I think this volcano that's here is, I think it's the most, is it the tallest or most active one in Siberia? It was something like that I was reading. But it's significant because the mountain itself is, the volcano mountain there is definitely, that's a big one. I was looking at it on Google Earth, and I was going to show you guys that, and then Google Earth crashed. So I don't know. I tried to get it back, and I can't get it to pull back up. So that's why I'm not showing it to you. So yeah, guys, that's going to be, you know, we're just going to have to keep an eye on things. I don't know, you know, as far as this thing right here goes, this is not coming at us. Okay, just know that. So I hope you guys. Hope you guys have a good day. I am going to go ahead and cut this because I'm trying to keep these short for in the mornings. I will be doing probably another live stream later on tonight. Are you guys okay in there? Is it Carolyn? Good to see you. Joseph, Anna, Jacob, Christine, Knowledge. What's happening? Good to see you guys in here. Nibby, 3-2. Yep. Thanks, man. Becca, Isaiah, what's up? Knowledge. So yeah, guys. Yeah. So I really hope you guys. Hey, what's up, Jerry? What's going on, guys? So yeah. So I am going to go ahead and cut the video because I do want to keep it short for people that want the shorter ones. I may have to do these little short live streams instead of posting a video. Hey, Keith, what's happening, brother? Prayers for Keith and Queen, okay, guys? Need some prayers, health issues and stuff. Hey, Becca, Muse, what's up? So yeah, guys, Witches Brew, what's happening? Shining, what's happening? Little Red, hey, what's up? Little Red's got a channel. Go check it out. So yeah, guys, I think I am going to go ahead and get off here because I do want to keep this short. So I'll see you guys maybe later on tonight with an update. Arizona was first in here. She gets the cookie. Thanks, Susan. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm sure Keith and them do. Hey, Rebel, what's up, bud? God bless. Yahusha saves, and